Hey, Jesse.
What, Lindsay?
I have a story for you.
Really?
Before the story.
A story before the story.
Yes. So there is a trend on TikTok right now where the documentary music is playing in the background, like from Netflix. You've probably heard it a lot as I've been doom scrolling, like the violin music.
Yeah.
Okay. So, well, there is a woman named Sarah Gilson Duffy. She did this trend. The caption said, "Preparing for when Netflix drops a documentary about my soon-to-be ex-husband who I just found out is a pedophile." That was the caption.
Shit.
To hers, okay? Now, the husband was a basketball coach who was caught making out with a 14-year-old child on his team.
What?
By another coach. His name is Jeremiah Duffy, and his handle on TikTok was Duff Daddy 1, and he had a large following, like over 300,000 people.
That sounds like a creep bag name to begin with.
It does, and he looked like a creep. So she found out about this in June and posted this video about a week ago, right? Her little Netflix trend about the Netflix dropping the documentary. Well, I did a whole rabbit hole deep dive. And on July 23rd, he came into the house, shot her, and then himself. July 23rd was 2 days ago.
Really? Just after she had fucking put that shit out, it was like,
and
what
this
the
was
fuck?
all in front of her children that she had from a previous marriage.
Wow. So we got more on that, right?
Yeah.
Goodness
we'll see how that
gracious.
unfolds. But until then, roll that intro.
Oh, fuck. That's hard to say Happy Friday about right there. Shit, Lindsay. Now you break me before we get broken. Thank you. Thank you, Lindsay. Ah, fuck it. I'm drinking. Happy Friday! Yeah! And as if I was thinking that the end of this was just going to be amazing. But I think the end of this whole 3-part saga is going to be fucking horrible that you're fixing to get off into. But anyhow, what are you drinking over there, Lindsay?
All right, so I've got a lemon Vista Bay, a lime Vista Bay, and a tropical vibe Celsius with about half a can of lemon bubble water.
That sounds good.
It's very good. It's
That
very
sounds
crisp.
good.
You want to try it?
That sounds good.
It's very summery, crispy.
So I'm on a retro vibe and vodka type vacation, and you gave me a little splash of something. So
The bubble water.
the bubbly,
Lemon bubble water.
the bubbly.
Yeah.
Let me try your nosh.
It's Aldi. Bubbly. It's bubbly. Isn't that good?
That's very good.
Very
It's
crisp.
very citrus. Very crisp.
If I had some fresh lemons and limes, I do have fresh lime. I might add that to the round too.
Crispimus maximus. Here, try mine. Fuck, let's try. Let's swap spit.
Yeah, because I can do vodka. I don't drink Jesse's whiskey drinks most of the time. Oh, that's very nice too.
That's very nice.
Well, you know the retro vibe Celsius is my favorite.
At
any given moment.
I'm only allowed to have like one a month.
I was about to say, if any given moment, if you check our outdoor fridge, I've usually got about 15 of those.
And I'm only allowed to have one.
No, you like the
Maybe
Alani most of the time, so I've been buying you Alani.
Yeah.
And then I get also a peach and a tropical and a watermelon because those are also good mixers
Right.
with my Vista Bays and White Claws. Yeah,
We like to do things. Yeah.
We do.
Yeah. So
So go ahead and tell
yeah.
me what made you feel old this week.
the fucking all the pictures that pop up like on your like Facebook memories or whatever, or even if you have like different apps that pop up pictures, you know, when they're like 10 years old or whatever, and you're like, fuck, did it seem like yesterday? That's what made me feel old.
It does.
Yeah.
Like they're
Like time hop and shit, you know? It's like,
yeah.
boom.
Well, I was gonna
Fuck.
say this is not what made me feel old, but when you and Shadow of the Earth were trying out for Rockville, that popped up in my memories. That was 5 years ago.
Already.
What the fuck? That was literally yesterday. Because I had screenshot where everybody could log in to help vote for you guys.
Yeah.
And so that came up, on the Twitch channel. And I was like, damn. But what made me feel old was that, and this just came to me last night. Jesse passed some gas and it woke me up out of dead ass sleep. And Forrest Gump had just rolled into the movie rotation from the one we had started earlier before we fell asleep. And it was Forrest Gump. And that was from 1994.
Yeah.
That's 32
old.
Years ago.
Yeah. And those tacos did have me all fucking swole up, dude. I couldn't help it.
But I don't understand because it might have been the corn. Because I use ground turkey now because ground beef used to swell us up more when we would make tacos. So I switched to turkey.
And I was like, Lindsay, you didn't wash this fucking lettuce good enough, dude.
I did though. I drowned the lettuce. You had seen I had a full sink of water.
Yeah.
Washed.
Fear. And we watched Cape Fear.
Now that's another one.
That
was
makes us both feel old.
1991.
Oh.
And you know, Robert De Niro was old in that, and he's still old.
Oh. Goodness gracious. Yeah, that was a rough one.
So rough. We had the besties over. It was beach bestie day, and they hung out and had tacos.
Counselor? Hey, counselor.
Oh, God.
Counselor.
Come out, wherever you are.
Ooh.
Ugh.
One more. Ugh.
Ugh. It was so gross.
Watch Cape Fear, all you youngins out there.
Nick Nolte, he chain smoked through the whole thing, and then Jessica, the fucking legendary Jessica Lange, is the leading lady in that movie.
Yeah, and Robert De Niro.
Yeah, and Juliette Lewis.
And yeah, everybody.
Baby Juliette Lewis.
Baby.
Baby.
Yes.
18-year-old Juliette Lewis playing a 16-year-old.
Oh. Ah.
Yeah.
That one. Yeah. My goodness. Anyhow, you got stories, Lindsay? Shit.
By the way, if you didn't catch it at the top of the episode, we are Jesse and Lindsay. This is the Drink About Something podcast where we talk about true crime. And at the end of the episode, Jesse plugs a band. Now, Jesse doesn't know most of the time what I'm talking about. He does a little bit now because we are in a 3-part saga. The finale is what we are recording today. And we have a couple of drinks.
Yeah.
And we are at this is what, our 93rd episode?
Yeah.
Creeping up on Hundy.
Wow. And we're going to have a little hootamaroo at the end of this
we're going to have quite the legendary case to dole out for you. And then
episode 100. Yes. Yeah, that's going to be fun. Yeah. Hang around and check out the stuffs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, you ready to get started?
Never, but yeah.
With this finale?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, as we return to the final part of this story, we ended last week with Patty being part of a bank robbery, making her now an actual criminal. She opened fire at Mel's sporting goods store because Tico and Yolanda had been detained for shoplifting. And then that led the LAPD to surround the rest of the SLA at their latest posting on 54th Street. And a very large gun battle ensued, which led to the death of every other SLA member except for Tico, Yolanda, and the captive Patty Hearst. After they recovered from the shock and horror, Yolanda said that Sind would want them to continue the fight against the fascist pigs. And then Tico named himself the new General Field Marshal.
Here we go again. The turd ball still rolling.
Turd ball is still
rolling. Oh my God. And at the end of like all of that, like they could have just gave up and came out and no, they fought revolution style. And he took himself out at the end. Goodness gracious. And now we're here and now it's still going to keep going. Mm-hmm. Already. Dang.
So now they are laying low in San Francisco. So they left Anaheim. They came back to San Francisco because they're laying low because they're all wanted fugitives for what happened at Mel's Sporting Goods and for the stealing of the cars and, of course, the bank robbery. So their first new recruit was a woman named Kathy Celaya, who had been also a theater kid. Lots of theater kids in this series. And her brother, Steve, and they had organized a memorial for the group after the shootout. So unbeknownst to Kathy, while she's giving this moving speech about what happened to Sin and company in this shootout. The FBI is watching her. So just remember that. They record the whole thing. FBI is watching Kathy Salaya just hooting and hollering over what happened. So they had previously been approached by Angela Atwood, and it was later decided that they weren't really SLA material, but she still followed the group closely and still was very much like, what's the word I'm looking for?
Revolutionary.
No, she co-signed to everything that she was in agreement with the things that they were doing. Okay?
Yeah, she was subscribing.
Yeah. At the memorial, Kathy had said that the SLA members had been viciously attacked and murdered by 500 pigs in LA while the whole nation watched. And she says, well, I believe that Galena, who was Angela Atwood, and her comrades fought until the last minutes. And though I would have liked to have her here with me right now, I know that she lived happy and she died happy. And in that sense, I am so very proud of her. SLA soldiers, I know it's not necessary to say, but keep on fighting. I'm with you and we are with you. So like I said, she's in full support. She's ready to be SLA.
Which is not what they need at all. They don't need any support, any encouragement, any enthusiasm. And they're going to keep on going?
No, especially crazy ass Tico and Yolanda, okay? So Kathy and Yolanda meet up after this. And then Kathy agrees to hide her, Tico, and Patty out. Kathy knew a guy named Jack Scott who could further help them hide out. Jack was a radical sports writer who wrote about the exploitation of Black athletes, and he liked to help underground political fugitives. He named himself the Harriet Tubman of revolutionaries.
Come on.
That was self-titled.
I mean, I get that, you're wanting you want justice for inequality. You want everything. You know what I'm saying? I get it.
Underground that do need legit help. But the SLA were just, they're off their rocker. You know what I'm saying? Just completely.
They metamorphosized the whole thing. Yeah,
along the way.
They changed everything into a weird, twisted psychosis behind the narrative.
Yeah, they turned into a weird cult now.
Yeah.
And he had rented a farmhouse in Pennsylvania. And I was geeking out about our last featured artist being from Pennsylvania last week.
Yeah, you were.
So I was like, oh my God, like the cosmos have aligned again.
There's
but
just
I couldn't
so much,
say anything at that time. I was like, ugh.
Yeah, and in the middle of all this, like you do want to go back if you're right here right now and you haven't heard the first two parts of this. You gotta go back.
This is gonna be so weird.
Oh, because I'm gonna be saying some stupid stuff in the middle of this that doesn't make any sense, but you gotta watch all my little tidbits, and then Lindsay's telling the whole story of all her parts, and I'm just like, the fuck is a Pokemon card got to do with this? But still, yes.
So if you're starting here, please go back at least 2 episodes and then go back and check out our whole catalog. You know what I mean?
If you like, share it. Yeah.
Yes.
But there's just so much. It's just like, and you put all the parts and aspects and all the pieces that has transpired into this, and then now it's being refired up. The machine is still going. I thought the fucking engine blew. You know what I'm saying? Damn.
No pun intended. So when they get to Pennsylvania, they meet another woman who was there to keep watch over them, and her name was Wendy Yoshimura. Now, she had been born in the Manzanar World War II internment camp and then became involved in radical politics in her college years. So I believe World War II. So she was, I think she was, I don't remember if she was Chinese or Japanese, but she was one of the two.
Okay.
Yoshimura does sound more Japanese, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it might have been the Pacific.
Well, she had been a part of her own Revolutionary Army with her boyfriend named Willie Brandt and Mike Borton, and had done a lot of bombing. Like, they were bomb specialists. So they had bombed laboratories, banks, and police cars. Wendy said that they had done over 40 bombings.
Fuck.
And Willie, her boyfriend, had been arrested, and Jack Scott, he helped Wendy escape to Pennsylvania. So this is now where Tico, Yolanda, and Patty were posted up as well. Now, Patty and Wendy become friends. Wendy was kind of cool. And they just hung out there for a while. And Tico, he's trying to be all hardcore and make them continue their relentless training, the calisthenics, the drills and all the things. And Wendy's like, I ain't doing that shit. And then it was hard for them.
She's not playing living room Pokemon Go.
No.
Okay.
And it was hard to get Patty and Yolanda motivated as well. Because let's not forget, Patty hates them both. Yolanda and Tico are married, but they kind of hate each other. Yolanda was in love with Sen Q. So
Which,
it's just,
himself. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't they realize that this whole thing's not going to end well? I mean, come on.
It seemed like they were kind of already over it, but I don't know. Yeah. I mean, even when you watch the movie, it seems like at the point where they're on the farm that they've like clocked out mentally, you know?
Yeah, I get it. That would have been the end of the revolution for me. I'd have been like, no, dude, the fire's gone. Like,
and I mean, and Patty, she hasn't gained any weight back yet. She's still like under 90 pounds. You know, so I mean, she's probably just starving.
Crazy stressful.
Yeah.
I mean, all of this, and then she's trying to like go along with it. That way, she can eventually get out.
Yeah.
But now she's creating crime and everything. Jesus.
Now, Jack wanted to write a book about the SLA, and they did. They recorded transcripts and all kinds of stuff, but that didn't really work out. And maybe because as the story went on, he was kind of like, I really don't like how you kept Patty in a closet, man. And it's very, not very Geneva Convention of you. And when he would talk to Patty, Tico didn't like how she was answering the questions. So I'm pretty sure this is what the book said. Like, all of the recordings were discarded, but the transcripts, like the written, transcripts were still available later on, but the recordings were gone.
So there's a little bit of turmoil kind of starting here.
Right. So, I mean, like I said, Patty is very withdrawn. She is depressed. She's very emaciated. She's just kind of like in a fog. I mean, it was said that she wouldn't speak for days.
Wow.
Yeah. Tico was like, hey, what if he uses these recordings and turns them in?
Right. Yeah,
also,
to use something as evidence.
And
yeah.
so his book can be even better.
Oh.
So he started to plot to kill Jack and his wife, Mickey. Yeah. But it just so happened that like they never came back to the farm together. They would be there separately. And he didn't go through with the plot. So then Jack said that he and Mickey were going to move to Portland, and the SLA, they were getting evicted. So Wendy went back to California on her own. And then Tico, Yolanda, and Patty followed they went to Sacramento. They met up with Kathy and her boyfriend, James or Jim Kilgore, and her brother Steve, and her little sister Josephine. And now this is the new SLA.
They're still going.
So we've got Patty, Tico, Yolanda, Kathy, Jim or James, whichever you want to call him, and Steve and Josephine.
And they're back in their home turf.
And then Mike Borton, he got out of jail, which was the one that was bombing with Wendy and her boyfriend. He got out of jail and he kind of joins. Like he's there, but it's like him and Tico have this
power struggle. That's what I figured. Yeah.
Yes.
So there's a little bit of turmoil and there's things kind of starting to build.
Because he's like, fucker, I've already been to prison. I know what to do. I know what to do. You ain't really did shit, but like tried to shoplift. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You did rob a bank, but I've got more experience. So there was a power struggle. And so, of course, they need some more money. And they plan to rob another bank. And they got away with another one. And this was actually because Mike Borton led it. That one kind of went flawlessly. They got about $4,000. So not a lot. So then they planned another one because that one's not recorded. I don't even know what bank that was. That one is not recorded. I have scoured the internet trying to find the name of that bank before they get to this next one. And this next one is at Croker National, but we'll get there. So they fought a lot about, like I said, they were having a power struggle, and they wanted now for the people of California to know that the SLA is still out there. We're still doing shit. Now we have time jumped here. I just want to put that out there. So Patty was kidnapped February 4th, 1974. They robbed the Hibernia Bank April 15th, 1974. The shootout happened on May 17th, 1974. Now, this next robbery that will happen at Croker National Bank was on April 21st, 1975.
A whole fucking.
So here we are a year
later.
later. So they spent quite a bit of time.
And they've traversed across the country and back.
Yeah, they went from the west
rebuilt
to the east.
their fucking uprising. And here we are. Oh, the reason why I'm chuckling because there is a lot of things that are just unorganized and kind of comical to me. You know, it's just been
so wild.
Yeah, it's cringe comedy in the middle of drama and revolution that shouldn't exist.
Well, when you watch the movie, like if you watch it in the point of view of just thinking about how unorganized they are, it's quite funny. Yeah, I was like, this is a mess. Yeah. Patty, this time, she would get her wish of being part of the getaway team. Remember before? That's what she had wanted to do for the Hibernia? Because
right.
She didn't want her face to be seen. So they granted her wish this time. Now, the inside team was going to be Yolanda, Kathy, Michael Borton, and Jim Kilgore. Inside Croker National Bank, Yolanda, while executing the holdup, she accidentally shoots a 42-year-old woman named Myrna Opsahl, who was just depositing her church's tithe money.
Fuck.
Don't be the one that volunteers for that. Just I've heard a couple of cases where that's happened to people.
They're following a church lady just to get them. Oh, she got it? Is she okay? Did she make it or no? Or what? Lindsay.
After the SLA get their money and flee, Myrna was rushed to the hospital where her husband was a doctor on staff. And they fight to save her life, but she died.
Fuck.
So now the SLA has another murder on their heads. And Kathy Salaya's response was, well, whatever. She was married to a doctor, just another bourgeois pig. Now remember that for information later on. Remember, Kathy Salaya called this lady a bourgeois pig because she's married to a doctor. Just wait.
This is fucked up, though. God.
Now, it actually, okay, so I heard in one source that it bothered Yolanda because it was an accident, but then I heard that it didn't bother her and she was kind of hardcore about it. So Yolanda had actually told Myrna to move out of the way, and when her gun thrust forward, the safety wasn't on and the gun fired. And if Myrna hadn't been standing where she was, she would have actually shot Jim Kilgore.
What?
So somebody would have died.
Yeah, it's just chaotic.
It was either going to be Myrna
with
or
all the
Jim.
fucking training that they do.
Right.
You would think
they fuck up a lot, man.
They wouldn't walk in there and it would be Three Stooges the whole time.
So this, of course, was all over the news. So the group, and you know what? This made me feel really old too, because they refer to Myrna Opsahl as an elderly lady in two sources that I read. 42 years old, was an elderly lady in 1975.
I guess fuck.
No, it's not. I am not elderly. I don't even consider myself completely middle-aged yet. 50 is middle-aged, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, but still, Lindsay. Okay. You be in here doing your calisthenics, I can't even say it.
Calisthenics. I do every morning.
You be playing your Pokemon Go in here in front of the TV too.
What's his name? I've done forgot his name.
You be doing your insanity workouts
Insanity,
in here.
yeah. I forgot his name.
You got your SLA videos playing on the screen.
I get tired.
Punch, kick.
Yeah. I get tired of hearing his voice because it's annoying. He's a person that you can tell likes to hear himself.
Yeah.
So I just put the workout on mute and I put podcasts in my ear or music or my own music. And I just follow along because I have gotten so sick of that dude's fucking voice. Sean T.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, we've done a couple of those together. Yeah.
Isn't he annoying?
Yeah. It was like an SLA training group right there.
Literally. It might as well just been Senku Matume just hollering at you.
Here's what we're gonna do, Jive Turkeys. We're gonna get y'all skeletonics going good. I can't even say it. Why can't I say skeletonics? I'm gonna leave it like that.
Calisthenics.
Shh, okay. Lindsay. This is how we say it in the revolution.
I guess it's called that. To be honest.
Calisthenics.
Yes, yeah. Calisthenics. Yeah.
Skeletonics.
So this event was all over the news, of course. So the group left Sacramento and went back to San Francisco. Now this time they separated into 3 different safe houses. And then Mike, Steve, and Jim went back to painting houses as they had done before. And all the ladies, they start a little feminist group. And Wendy joined them and was like, let me teach you how to make bombs, guys. So now the SLA will start attempting to bomb shit like LAPD squad cars, but the bombs wouldn't go off. I think some did, but the ones that didn't would let the police know that it was the SLA. Like, SLA was here. And
this is so fucked up.
They had their summer bombings, and then on September 18th, 1975, 591 days after Patty's capture, the SLA was discovered by the FBI after tons of tips came in all over the place. Like,
yeah, because the more they wanted to be exposed, the more they were found.
Yeah.
Every time. Yeah.
Now, Patty Hearst was finally free of her captors, but she would be arrested for the robbery of the Hibernia bank job. And she peed her pants. And she didn't do herself. She didn't make herself look very good when she got arrested at all. She held up her fist.
Oh, yeah, like the whole revolutionist that she kind of have been brainwashed into.
When she gets booked, this is the famous thing. I mean, this is like covered by everybody. When she gets booked as kind of a joke, because I think she's still just like lost in her own head, to be honest.
It's a long fucking
when
time.
They asked what her occupation was, she said urban gorilla.
What?
Yeah. So that's what she was listed as. And rewind really quick. After the rest of the SLA was killed in the shootout, Yolanda and Tico make her record another message, basically calling the police fascist pigs, saying that she had been in love with Willie Wolf. It didn't look good. It sounded like this was now Patty talking as Tanya, but it was still Tico and Yolanda making her say this shit.
But it looked authentic.
It looked authentic. Yeah. It looked real bad.
Okay.
It looked real bad.
I would have been a captor opportunist.
Actually, all of her
That's
messages,
what I would have been.
I've listened to every single message that was sent out. And I encourage you listeners to do the same. If you're not familiar with this case and this is the first time you've heard it from my telling of it, go and listen to everything all of these messages, because it's conflicting. I can understand why the public would be like, oh, okay, she's just conformed. But you have to understand that this is a woman that's literally still being held against her will. And there's a lot of spots where people are like, well, why didn't she get away here? And why didn't she get away there? If you weren't there, you don't know. We don't know.
So it's the end of the whole soup sandwich revolutionary.
Not soup sandwich,
like
lunch special.
Yeah. So it's the end of it, though. Like,
this
right?
is the end.
I just wanted to say, like, them using the whole uprising narrative in every aspect really got them nowhere. And it did nothing.
It did nothing.
Nothing.
So now she is reunited with her parents. But, I mean, she's definitely in jail. Daddy can't bail her out. Now, her dad gets her an amazing legal team. Well, first there was like this one that was like flaky. And then he was like, nope, I'm going to hire one F. Lee Bailey. Does that name ring a bell?
It does sound so familiar. Tell me.
So he was part of OJ's team.
Part of?
Yes.
The Cochran team.
Yeah, he was part of that. And he got off quite a few. I mean, he like saved the Boston Strangler from the death sentence.
Fuck.
Yeah, so he was part of a lot of famous legal dealings. Now, she was still sentenced to 7 years for the Hibernia bank job. Now, while she was in prison, she received a shit ton of kind of fan mail, and then some people were calling her a spoiled brat. But Charles Manson reached out to her. Because let's not forget, this is the 70s.
Fuck.
This is the cesspool of fucking criminals in the 70s, okay? Because when I go on further with more people that committed crimes in this, like, everybody just kind of it's so fucking weird.
Well, that, and if you're in the middle of all that, what else do you have to reach out to if you're in that caliber of criminal activity? You're going to seek out something like
Manson
that and be like,
reached out to her,
exactly.
and so did Squeaky.
Ramirez. And it's just like, they're all kind of gravitating toward all that because they're attracted to it.
She was going to cult?
Let me hit you up. Let me show up with my dark sunglasses. You know, it's just like, all of that. They're looking for friends, Lindsay. That's their social network, is public criminalism.
She was released after 22 months, thanks to Jimmy Carter. You know what's fucked up? And I actually just learned this yesterday, so it's not in my script. Ronald Reagan and John Wayne, like the actor,
the Duke,
they spoke out against her. They did not believe that she had been brainwashed. But guess who? John Wayne was all understood that 900 people had been, but he couldn't figure out that one 19-year-old girl
that was kidnapped,
captured. Yeah.
In a closet.
Blindfolded. But he didn't think that she could be.
Emaciated.
Yeah, it's just coming out more and more how really shitty both those individuals were. But now this part blew my mind. Before she was released, one Leo Ryan, Congressman Leo Ryan, is that ringing a bell?
No.
He had been pushing for her clemency. Like, he had been collecting signatures and everything. But he had to go to Guyana.
Oh, that congressman.
Because people who had relatives in the People's Temple were begging him to go check it out.
They were concerned about the folks down there.
Now, we know what happened here. And if you don't, listeners, please go back and listen to our 4-parter on Jim Jones, and you will know exactly what happened to Leo Ryan. Don't give it away.
Oh, Guyana. Oh, man.
That was 1 year ago this month. I'm going to make a couple of TikToks about it, and feature the bands again. That were on those episodes?
Yeah.
Yes. So, Patty was let out after 22 months and was later pardoned by Bill Clinton. Completely pardoned.
Wow.
So she was, when Bill was in office, he was like, you are hereby pardoned.
Okay.
But you can tell, just by like the videos and stuff that I watched, she was a completely different person when she went in than when she got out. She was Patty again when she got out. You know what I mean? She wasn't this just brainwashed captive anymore. She was a completely different human being. She was herself once again. When she came out.
Yeah.
Like, she was thanking her parents, and she had a completely different everything about her.
Yeah.
She had regained her mind. Now, unfortunately, she had been in jail with Yolanda for quite some time, and Yolanda was fucking getting pissed.
Probably right there in her fucking ear as much as she could be.
Fortunately, I guess she stopped listening to Yolanda when she was in prison, because she wouldn't have done what she did and, testified against them if she had just kept listening to Yolanda.
Yeah.
And Yolanda told her, I should have killed you when I had the chance.
Fuck. Mm-hmm. And she was still trying to hold on to her revolution, even in prison, right?
Now, the rest of the SLA wouldn't be tried for the murder of Myrna Opsahl until 2003.
Really? Damn.
Now, they had gotten a little bit of time. They had gotten a little bit of time for all the other shit. But for the murder of Myrna, they didn't get tried. I guess her family just kept pushing for these people to be, because a lot of them disappeared.
Yeah.
And went under aliases and everything. So, Kathy Salaya, who was part of that whole inside team, she was found under the name Sarah Jane Olson and was married to a doctor.
A bourgeois doctor.
A bourgeois pig. And she had some kids. So, yeah. Now, Russ Little, the one that a lot of this whole thing started over, because remember, they captured Patty to get him and Joe Romero out of prison.
Right.
Russ Little's conviction was overturned in 1981. But Joe Romero still remains incarcerated to this day.
Really? This day. But he didn't even pull the trigger.
Neither one of them pulled the trigger.
At the beginning.
But I think, according to the book that I listened to, this I'm going to plug here in just a minute, when they found out that the SLA, what had happened, I think Joe had tried to hurt a police officer in jail. Or not in jail, in prison. He had tried to
He'd done some bullshit while he was in.
Corrections officer, yeah. Now, Patty, she ended up marrying her bodyguard in 1979, and she wrote a book about her experience called Every Secret Thing. She has appeared in several movies like Crybaby, Serial Mom, and Biodome.
Really?
Yeah. She
Fucking
appeared in
Biodome,
John Waters
man.
liked her and put her in all kinds of his movies. Yeah.
Wow.
And also, she made a lot of cameos in several TV shows, and she's actually done a lot of acting. Now, there are several things that you can watch about this case. I'm just going to name a few, but there are so many more out there. Now, I watched the movie Patty Hearst, which is based off of her book. And then I watched Gorilla, The Taking of Patty Hearst, and listened to the audiobook American Heiress by Jeffrey Toobin. And that one is read by Paul Michael. And I believe that he's narrated a couple of the other books that I've listened to about our Black history cases, because his voice just sounded really familiar. And that fucking wraps it up. No, okay, I'm sorry. Right. There's one more. I didn't watch this, but there is a CNN special by it's by Jeffrey Toobin, and it features Bill Harris, Tico.
Yeah.
Now, I heard this through a couple of other people. I didn't fact check this, but apparently Jeffrey Toobin was kind of like anti-Patty. And you can hear it a little bit in his book, where it's like you feel like you can understand, like you feel like he kind of understands why Patty did a lot of the things, but then he still kind of tries to make her look bad in some of the situations. So,
right. So he's reserved on the positive side for her.
And I also heard that it was because she wouldn't work with him on his book.
Oh,
so he kind of,
that was a deal there.
She had written her book 20 years before he did his. So yeah,
but he couldn't get a come up in the middle of all of her trauma and shit. Yeah. Right. And she was like, no, let me do my own thing.
I mean, she had that was her story to tell. Shit.
Right.
She didn't have to work with anybody.
Yeah, I get that.
But unfortunately,
and that's happened a lot, though, really.
Has.
And people trying to release all their information and their stories and stuff, they're trying to grab that. It's a money grab, you know? And that's they gravitate toward that, especially in media and things.
Exactly. Yeah. And Patty, if you are possibly out there, listen, if I got anything wrong, girl, hit me up. We will talk to you because I want to hear your point of view more, because unfortunately, her book is not an audiobook. So I didn't have the time to sit down and read it. I do want to do that though, eventually. Again, maybe if we revisit this case in the future, I will have some newer point of views. But I did listen to 2 years ago, I listened to the last Podcast Boys. They did a 4-parter on it and they read all the books. Yeah. Like I said, they have a whole team. But they had help from like 5 people researching this and reading all the different sources. And you did it all. It's just me.
Did it all. And I'm just sitting over here. I'm like, what the fuck? But I mean, I had to hang on to all the weird comical things. It was just kind of so quirky, you know. It was kind of weird in the middle of all this. The charismatic stuff, though, that was the dawn of like out of the 60s and the oppression and the civil rights and all the things.
Yeah, I completely understand fighting for causes.
There was a huge thing that, you know, and I understand, I will say 90% of it, I understand. But the things that did pop out that were criminal and things and cultish and crimes and things, there's a lot of fucked up things, you know? I mean, we have talked a lot about that.
Killing the wrong black man.
Yeah.
First of all, by killing a black man, and then one that they didn't have all the information that they needed on, or he would not be dead to this day, which was Marcus Foster. So they started off their group on a bad leg. Mm-hmm. Then they kidnapped Patty to get the 2 people involved in that killing that didn't pull the trigger. Well, then turn yourself in and say, hey, it was me, you know, instead of doing this whole thing. It was just a mess from the get-go.
Right.
And, you know, SynQ tried to make it be like this whole big global organization. And that was not, it was a lie. It was just 9 people in a room.
Yeah.
In an apartment.
And what else did you have to gravitate toward if you were in that kind of mindset other than more negative, you know, and you were trying to use a whole thing, a whole narrative uprising thing, try to start off positive a little bit. I kind of got some of that.
Yeah. Trying to feed the poor is a great positivity, but you're doing it under a bad circumstance. Yes. So the people involved already got shitty attitudes when it comes to distributing this food. Not all of them did. But a lot of them did. Like I said, there was one point where they were just throwing it at people, you know?
Yeah. There's the mob of people up there, you know, they're like, hey, you know,
people were killed during that. There was people arrested. There was riots all during that whole insane. And you'll see that if you watch the documentary. It was absolute chaos.
Yeah, so the wave of the revolution actually negatively impacted a lot of people. It really did.
A lot of California. Yeah.
Yeah. Damn, Lindsay. So
but that concludes our 3-part saga on Patty Hearst. And if you guys are more interested in this case, I do encourage you to deep dive into the materials that I just gave you guys. And I just want to give a shout out to Sandy really quick. I've already talked about her like 3 times off mic, but met her yesterday through my bestie. She is one of our biggest fans and she is super awesome. And we just appreciate you so much, girl, for your support. And you are one awesome chick.
You had a good beach day.
I had a great beach day.
Yeah.
Bestie beach day.
That was awesome.
Yes.
Lindsay, thank you again. I just, I got to say thank you again. And here we are. One more in the books.
Yes.
What a trip this was.
And I had no idea it was going to be this big when you drew that shit out the bag, man. I had no idea.
But that's kind of exciting, too, whenever I'm like, just organically driving you to something that
and
you
so
have to dive
many things
into.
in the cosmos just were like the music we played.
Yeah.
Everything is just,
It really lined up really well.
And we're covering it the same month that we covered Jim Jones, and he appeared in this shit twice.
Yeah. And I've been resharing some of those episodes as well, on the socials. So,
But
check all the
Jesse,
stuff,
play us some music.
You want to hear some music there, Lindsay? Yay! A palate cleanser on top of we've been through so much. I think I'm kind of calloused a little bit more on this deal.
The listeners may need this palate cleanser. And we just want to share a new awesome band.
I got a cool ass band for you guys. This song is brought to you by 13 Lackbeard. You can find them on Instagram. It's amazing stuff, Lindsay. You're going to love it. This song is called Where Were You? It's on. Here we go.
When I needed you, you promised that you would see this through. Now I see through you. Now I see through you.
Lindsay, here we are. And
That
it was
took
a
me
good journey.
Straight back to my clubbing days in the late 2000s. Wanted to throw my ass in a circle. I was bouncing up and down over here. I was in the club holding my drink.
So yeah, I
Vibing.
did some clubbing back in the day too, and that was perfect for that. That makes me want to go back, dude. I would love to go see that shit live up on stage.
Well, Brandon Williams is the official DJ of the Dallas Cowboys.
Thank you, Brandon. You're amazing.
And he does Vegas, clubs, festivals, luxury weddings, corporate and private. Reach out if you're in that area and you want to book Brandon Williams. He's got a whole catalog. So if you look up 13 Blackbeard, he is on Instagram under that and Brandon Williams. And I've already followed him on Spotify. Like
all the things. Yeah, he's a cool cat.
Good DJ.
Thanks for actually
Yes.
messaging me back and letting me play your music, dude. This is so awesome.
And I found a band this week I was so happy about. I sent you their information. You need to email them.
Oh yeah, you did. You did.
Yes.
Yeah.
I let you do your own case. Gotta let me have a band. Or you just follow up
the
with them.
things. Yeah.
I told him my husband would.
I found
reach
some
out.
cool bands though through this whole journey.
Yes.
So many cool people,
Well,
like
and
artists, like real, true ass, amazing artists. They're just as creative as you are, Lindsay. I think you are so creative. Everyone's so creative.
So Jesse, I'm gonna let you pick out our next case out of this baggie. It's gonna be a male centered case.
Oh man,
I don't have many more in this bag, so
I mean, I kind of feel like I'm digging my own hole.
you're
You're
And you're digging one for me for sure.
You're taking my Social Security money and you're gonna make me get in it. But yeah.
Oh God, Joseph Fritzl.
Okay, that's not a D. Joseph Fritzl. Joseph Fritzl.
Yes.
Is it that kind of Fritzl?
It is.
Oh, one of those.
This is going to be a two-parter.
We get to join the Across the Pond peeps.
So we got another saga, guys, coming up.
It's going to be awesome.
Oh, no, it's not.
Well, no.
It's going to be a horrific journey. Just letting you know ahead of time and our audience.
So we get to go across
That one's
the
rough.
narrow sea. Yeah.
I believe it's Austria.
Austria?
I'm not 100% sure, but check it out next week.
As Jim Carrey would say, let's throw another shrimp on the barbie. I'm Austrian.
That's Australia.
I know.
Oh.
I knew that when he poked his head out the limo.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. I'd rather not.
Boy, Christmas. That's
Yeah,
right.
I'd rather not. She
I'd
says.
rather not. Yeah.
That's going to be, another journey coming
Another
up next
journey,
Friday, right?
Another horrific journey coming up.
Yeah. And then just a few more. We're fixing to get off into the closing of the whole fucking season 2.
We're going to kick off season 3 with a very, very famous, but very horrific.
So we're kicking off season 3. We're not ending season 2 with.
No,
we're kicking off with.
Season or episode 100 will start that series. So you guys stay tuned. We're going to have a heavy hitter.
Okay, so.
We're going to have a couple of heavy hitters.
I'm trying to. So episode 100 is not the end.
No, it's the beginning.
The beginning of
99 is the end.
99 is the end. Okay. I'm just trying to. You're planning your plans, and I'm ready.
100 is the beginning.
I'm just here to join your revolution there, Lindsay.
Oh, God.
Yeah. The Gen Z revolution.
I have no revolution. No. Actually, there are a lot of things that I want to fight for, and I don't know where to begin. But
we'll just say our tidnips and appreciate everyone that does listen to us. And,
you know what? I don't really like bourgeois fascist pigs neither. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to go out and
go up in arms by any means.
I'm not going to go out and bomb and rob banks and murder people.
We're the typical Americans. We're just going to sit back over here and bitch.
If I could do something in writing, if I could do a peaceful protest, I would join a peaceful protest.
Yeah,
all day long.
It's really hard though to get behind revolutionists and come to complete agreement on everything. And then there's so much emotion that goes in behind that. You got to be careful, guys.
Yeah, you really do. Like I said, there are a lot peaceful protests I'm for all day long.
Yeah.
There are a lot of things that deserve revolution that are still going on in this country and all over the world.
I feel like you should be able to do that globally in the right way and get away with it.
I just don't believe that bank robbing, bombing, or murder should be part of the plot.
And by the way, thank you to our second biggest area in the globe that I just found out in Panama.
Hey, Panama.
Isn't that weird?
That is, I'm
Not weird.
For it.
I love it.
Yes.
Yeah.
But thank you, Panama.
Yeah, of course, the United States and all our stuff over here,
Right.
but whatever. But thank you, Panama. They rose up, dude. They rose up to the revolution.
Oh, yes. Oh, God.
The Gen Z revolution.
Yes.
And ours is just nothing but bullshit and true crime. That's
Yes.
what we are.
True crime and music while we have some drinks.
Yeah, and you can
guys.
check us out. drinkaboutSomethingPod@gmail.com. You can send us a email. You can go
that
to
was the email. Yeah.
Lindsay's socials over there. You can go check out Lindsay's socials at...
So our Instagram is Drink About Something. And then on TikTok, where we do sporadic lives, is Drink About Something Pod _Lindsay. And where are we at on that YouTube?
It's Jensey, JENDSEY. And you can come and check out all the bands and see us sometimes. We're going to try to do some new video stuff here today.
Yeah, we're going to try it.
Do
We're
some
going to
live
try
stuff.
it. We're going to try to do a recap again.
Yeah.
We've been disappointed. So if you want a good recap, definitely go to TikTok where we do
Lives,
We do lives, we kiki, we haha, and we recap.
Yeah,
and
just
we drink.
so you follow, and then whenever you on the things, you can hit the bells and the follows and all the whatevers, and then bing, you're
Yes.
joining.
And if and we're on all platforms.
Yeah.
Like any music listening platform, or even on Audible.
Yeah. Eventually we'll get to where we actually do comments and things on the TikTok lives. I think that will be cool. Like, what we'll do is we'll have your phone video and then maybe my phone will be scrolling the comments and then we can comment while it's going up close. Yeah. We don't have all the equipment. We're doing this stuff DIY.
Yeah. And almost boomer style.
Yeah.
We're learning.
Yeah.
Still learning almost 100 episodes in.
Yeah, we're in between we're on the exennial type thing.
Yeah,
going
because
on
this is not our full-time job. We do have full-time jobs. This is our hobby. So we put as much time into it as we possibly can. But we still have jobs and lives and family. So
yeah, and it's a fun project. It really keeps us closer together. I enjoy this relationship.
It's been a very cool journey. Jesse learning about this world. We getting to put out new music every week and meeting people that are, supporting us. And we have conversed with a survivor of a case that we've covered. That's been really cool.
Yeah.
It's just been a really awesome journey.
And if we can get a little bit bigger, we can do a little bit more.
Yes.
That's what we want to do. So thank you for your support.
Eventually, I would love to give you guys at least 2 episodes a week.
Yeah.
And maybe like an after party where we just hang out and chit chat and do the things, talk about ask me anything type questions, stuff like that. Just the things that I've seen other podcasts do that I like, that I enjoy.
Yeah. What do they call it? Like a Discord, or there's a special
Discord, and you can do Twitch. But there is like the Red Handed Ladies
the
have
Patreon thing, and there's all those things.
The Red Handed Ladies have something called Under the Duvet, where they just talk about their lives and what's going on in them.
Yeah.
That it is a paywall, but I pay for it because I enjoy hearing them, because they've got really cool lives. They live in England. One is living in South Africa right now. And it's just like listening to a whole different world.
Yeah.
That I'm not familiar with at all.
And we're way more organic because we're not so militantly
we're not
poured
paid.
into the
Right.
the commercialism part side of it.
Right.
So we're just
we're
is
just doing our
us,
thing.
us,
We're
us,
having
and
a
us.
good time
With you guys along,
Ish.
and we enjoy it. Yes,
Yes.
we do. So we love you so much that we're going to go for now, and we're going to go do some things. Thank you guys for joining us so much. We love you so much, and
Bye.